Just in case you're not quite sure what you're looking at yet, this video will highlight a few nudibranch species local to the Pacific coast, as well as take a close-up peek at some of the things that nudibranchs eat. Nudibranchs are one of the most charismatic and well-loved marine invertebrates, in large part due to the beautiful forms and colors that they come in. The name nudibranch means naked gills. These adorable little sea slugs are in the taxonomic class Gastropoda, which means stomach foot. This is a group that also contains animals like snails and limpets, which all move around on a muscular foot. While not a particularly speedy animal, it's a very effective mode of transportation and secure attachment. The front end of a nudibranch always has a pair of rhinophores, which are sensory structures that pick up chemical molecules in the water, smelling their environment. To protect their rhinophores, many nudibranchs can retract these noses, re-extending them when the coast is clear. Nudibranchs breathe using gill structures along their back. One kind of nudibranch gill structure is a branchial plume, which, like the rhinophores, is also retractable. Another type of gill structure are serrata. Serrata, which can be individual or highly branched, are particularly fascinating and useful, as they often contain toxic chemicals hijacked from prey such as sea sponges, or stinging cells hijacked from prey such as anemones and hydroids. Stealing defense mechanisms from their prey, along with coloration patterns that allow for camouflage and mimicry, are some of the incredible adaptations that have allowed this group of organisms to thrive, moving away from the reliance that other snails have on shells for survival. Nudibranchs are hermaphrodites, which means that they all have the reproductive organs required to make and exchange both sperm and eggs, and during mating, both individuals can be fertilized and go on to lay eggs. We were quite lucky to capture this clown dorid laying eggs while we were filming. Nudibranch eggs are laid in beautiful, delicate ribbons over a period of several hours and will hatch in about 2 to 3 weeks. They feed on a wide variety of prey, and their diverse color patterns are often influenced by the color of what they eat. Here we have examples of 2 common prey, Rhizomes and Hydroids. Rhizomes are tiny microscopic animals that live in colonies which can be 3-dimensional or form crusts over other surfaces. Each individual zooid in a bryozoan colony lives in its own little chamber and can stick out or retract a set of ciliated tentacles that are used to draw water into a mouth, filter feeding on microscopic particles of organic material floating in the water. Watch how these ciliated tentacles move when I put a drop of seawater containing concentrated algae nearby. The first thing you notice in this next clip is, of course, the creepy alien dinosaur, which is actually a crustacean, known commonly as a skeleton shrimp or caprellid amphipod. But I want to draw your attention to the animal the skeleton shrimp is holding on to. Yes, it is indeed an animal, another colonial organism called a hydroid, which are related to anemones, sea jellies, and corals. Like their relatives, hydroids feed and defend themselves using stinging cells called nematocysts, which can paralyze prey or fend off predators. Hydroids are another common prey source for some species of nudibranchs, and as previously mentioned, those stinging cells can be hijacked and used for defense by the predatory nudibranch. Watch how, when given a similar mixture of concentrated algae to feed upon, you can see that the hydroid reacts and moves differently than the bryozoan did. Thank you for tuning in to check us out.